Okay, so kind of not sure if this is even making any audio. So interesting. Basically, like I've never I was raised Catholic, Indian, spiritual traditions, Sikh. My father's Sikh. Um, but a church approached me and has tried to convert me over the weeks. A month, basically. And I was homeless on the street. And, you know, they invited me in for tea and biscuits. And you know, when you haven't got any money or anything like that, you like tea, biscuits, it's good. Um, so I went to, I went to their sermons, and when in Rome, you do as Rome. Rome, that's kind of how I was raised. Um, and yeah, it's been a kind of like hard conversion within a month. They're like, you've got to get baptized now, and this, that, and the other, and it's like, uh, the interesting thing about it is, I didn't not find any of what they were doing disagreeable anyway. I mean, it may disagree with a lot of the history about the Bible and stuff like that, but they have an explanation for everything. They didn't know I was trans, or at least most people, and it's quite my um, then I would fully, because detransitioning is something that I'm doing anyway. It may like difficult because how can I explain it? Um, I was already deciding to detransition anyway, and then they want me to be baptized, and they want me to join their church after a month of knowing them, which is just it preying on the vulnerable. Like, and since I was homeless, since I've been homeless, that's what I've noticed, that what people do is just they prey on the vulnerable. Even like maybe before I was naive about it, right? The other day someone made a joke, "Are you a targeted individual?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I am." They're like, "Oh, well, you're loony, like, whoa, throw them out the window," kind of thing, like toxic. Even like the air atmosphere in the hostel has become very kind of quiet now because they're like, "Oh, watch out for the crazy person." And like, um, when you're homeless, you're vulnerable, and people, groups, they go after vulnerable people. They're always going after the fallen lamb. Um, and actually, one of the reasons why I was picked up by the church was because I was squatting by the church. Basically, I was like, I'm going to stay here. I can't move anything for 3 weeks. I've got no money, and so that's why I was at the church in the first place. And it's a multi kind of faith church because lots of different groups use it, and different denominations of Christians use it. You know, it's a Church of England church. Um, they rent it out, and one of the groups that rented it out was a party of fox hunters, and I'm not sure if I've mentioned this already, but like they'd be like, oh, get rid of the shit foxes. That's what we do. We don't go after the healthy foxes. We root out the population of the foxes that are going after the lambs, the newly born lambs, um, the shit foxes. Not the foxes that can hunt, the foxes that can't hunt, that break into the farmer's land, and apparently killing lambs is a lot more prevalent than like chickens or pheasants or something like that because they go after the kinds of animals that can't defend themselves, and that's what being homeless is like. Being homeless is like being not able to defend yourself, not having any kind of like stability or any uh, safety. So, so then you're stuck, and then groups will come after you. They'll prey on your addictions if you've got them, like drug addictions. So I had a lot of paid gangs, coming after me, trying to get my money and things like this. And it was just like, yeah, after a while you realise, oh wow, like I really am targeted because like they all seem to like know what they're doing. In fact, they know what they're doing. Like, and like I'm a muggle, right? I'm one of the people they're gonna mug off and stuff like that. And your addictions, if you've got any, like, um, can bring you really low. And I've always had my moments of like just going, I can't be bothered doing something, or loads of drugs over the years. Um, just throwing everything up in the air, basically. Um, but I started to realise that, you know, if if this becomes a way of like, if this becomes a way of life, basically, I'm definitely not on the friends list. But then that's been my whole life. Like when I was in like being a targeted individual, talking about being a targeted individual, stuff like that. Like kid, I was bullied. When I was a teenager, I wasn't so bullied as that was what made me start. That's what made me think about things turning around because essentially I thought to myself, oh yeah, well, I've got friends on my side now. I'm not going to get bullied. And then obviously they not my friends. And they need to kind of affirm that, right? And they're like, what's special about you? What's special about you? You've got magic powers, and I'm like trying to sit here, kind of talk to, not meant for this rudimentary life. We were meant for greater things. We always were meant for greater things, and you can see it when you look into the past. But you believe in that you're targeted by the Illuminati, and and all of a sudden you start to realize, oh, I'm just talking to another ignorant, stupid person, someone who's not taking me necessarily. And nobody takes you seriously, and then this kind of the church picking up on that, of like Jesus, and the whole narrative is, and your life will be forever chained down unless Jesus is the only way out, unless you give yourself to him 100%. You will never get out of your bondage. You will always be suffering. You will always be kept down. You will always be kept in bondage, and then Jesus Christ will let you up. And it's like, wow. And even the video in the background was hard to explain, but it was like the whole play was like there's a kind of like sort of demonic character in the back, puppets like from Metallica, being puppets, and like chaining this individual down, and then Jesus comes along and is like, now, and then like he takes him into his arms, and then all of a sudden all of the demons sing and everything's great, and you're just like, wow. So is that your basic like conversion therapy? Is that your basic conversion therapy? We're gonna beat you down to nothing, and then you've got to like accept Jesus, and then you've got to like stand there in like, I don't know, willful, blind, like devotion of worship to this God character who's gonna save you, and it's like, wow, like I don't even feel like I'm like lending my energy to Goku to win the fight. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm just like being forced into like worshipping this sort of like deity called Jesus now, who's a god, and I have to work. He's gonna basically make sure that ruin. Like he can only help me if I give myself to him 100%, is what they're saying. Like, and if I don't, then my life will be forever plagued by all of these evil demons and puppet masters destroying my life. And it's like, at admittance, simply at that admittance alone, I was like, you have sanctified fiction and conspiracy ever had about what you're doing to me. Like, you want me to be part of your religion, whether it's Islam or whether it's Christianity. You damn well fucking want me to convert to something, don't you? You need me so badly, don't you, to be on your fucking side. But I'm not. I'm not gonna be on your fucking side of any fucking religious or any kind of indoctrinated war. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to say at this point. Is like, I try to speak to people on a level of like sincerity, of talking about like, you're a sovereign being, you're an independent sovereign being. Yeah, well, that doesn't make me special in any way. We all are, right? Is like, you can be targeted as well. They can fuck with your head. They can destroy your life as well. It's like, apparently that's the game, to try and not let. It's at this point because something to be used to be uh yeah, to be used basically. uh, Several weird conversations, and again, they run this place, and it's, you know, it's more overtly kind of like, we're in the gang, you're not in the gang, you know, and I don't like it. I don't like feeling like that wherever I go, but it's commonplace for like, you know, when you go to a pub and you're like, you're not allowed behind the bar, you're not part of us, you're not part of our group, you know, but we're more than happy to fleece you for your money and take you for what you're worth, right? And then you're just like, well, now I can't enjoy myself. Do you understand that? Like, I can't relax and enjoy myself because I know that you don't care about me or my happiness. You only care about what money you can extort from me. You don't care about whether or not I'm enjoying my life. You just care about whether or not you can extort any money from me, and that's fucking bullshit. So fuck off, basically. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your stupid paid gang. Fuck yourself, right? But they don't get it, and like, then it becomes, then what? That's why I move on. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do then? I'm supposed to do like, oh yeah, yeah, I was just gonna take it, and ha ha ha. It's like, I didn't take the abuse when I was a kid. I fought back. I didn't take the abuse when I was an adult. I fought back. I didn't have many means to fight back when I was a young adult, young man. Like, and I had like nothing on my side, and nobody was on my side, and everybody was out to get me, and it was college having a breakdown, and it forcing my mum to have a breakdown, and then my mum turning on me. I've had to fight, and I had to fight, and then I had some fighter, you're a fighter. I was like, fucking, I don't know why you think that is such a kind of like a revelatory kind of thing. Don't worry, you're like Muhammad Ali, you'll keep fighting.